Ahoy there guys, so we have something a bit different for you here. So this match is a post-commentary one. It's a Warzone solos match that I've done. Um, Normally I just include all my live commentary from the videos, but this one I wanted to talk you guys through what actually happened, cause it all went terribly wrong right from the start, like disastrous. But we managed to turn it around and have quite a good match. So I wanted to talk through what happened and what my thought process was in each part of the match. So without further ado, what we'll do is we'll get back into the match here. Okay, so here we go, start of the match. Now, what I always do is every game, as you might know if you've watched my live streams, I always start downtown and I'll always take a bounty contract. Reason for that is I always take bounty contracts just so A, if I kill them or someone else kills them, I get easy cash, but also it's a good way of seeing where people are when you don't have UAVs, so I always try and have one active if I can. Now, as you will see here, we're going to go down for this bounty, and that's where everything will start to go tits up. So we're flying and we can hear someone close to our right. He just crossed our paths there, so he's now on our left. Thinking right, he's probably going to go stadium, maybe to police station or the little courtyard there with the tents, the soccer field. Here's someone pulling a parachute behind me. See, start getting shot. I'm like, right, go down fast in between these buildings. There'll hopefully be a gun here. However, there wasn't. I'm like, right, where is it? And takes me out so quick. There we go. It's over straight away. Straight to the gulag and done. So yeah. So as you can imagine, I'm sitting there not too impressed. It's been a shit show so far. The match is only like 2 minutes in. Words are effective, but rocks work better. So it takes us a bit of time to get it to go like here, so we're not the only one to have died right for the start, which I suppose is a good sign. There's always got to be one person or a few people that die at the start in every game, I suppose. Getting a bit bored of waiting now, so just throw rocks. Right, here we go. So we've got a Ram 7, not the worst gun for our gulag. See him there, peeks us, boom, there we go. So I'm now thinking, right, I'm not going back to downtown because that was a clusterfuck. Where am I going? So I'm thinking, right, I'm going to go for this bounty. This will give me an eyes on where someone is. We'll see what happens for here. Look at these buildings. Hopefully they've not been touched. So I'm going down fast. Got a nice bit of armor plate there. I heard that door crap myself. I thought it was someone coming in, but I think it was just because I was sprinting near the door that the game registered that I wanted to go through it, so I opened it. So yeah, I'm thinking, right, there's a bounty, there's a couple of guns. So unfortunately, they're not the best guns. I don't like them, either of them. I hate shotguns, and the Odin I would rather not take. But better than the pistol. Can hear another box, so I'm looking for that. Hopefully get a better gun. So get a EBR. So we've got some decent long range gun. Now, again, I'm just going to keep looking through these buildings, looking for better gear. Hopefully it will get someone. Obviously here another box in here. What we've got, P90. Now you're talking. So that's a fast firing SMG. I'll probably be able to perform better with that than the Odin from my experience, so obviously I'll take that. I hear another box upstairs still, so still banking on finding a decent gun, a better gun, and then I find the company's mine. Now the AR-94 with a thermal scope. That's what I'm talking. And see what I'm saying there, obviously, I took that bounty. I knew where that person was the whole time, but also someone's killed them for me. So I've essentially got cash for doing nothing. So it's always handy to take bounties. I always do that. Um, it comes in really handy when you've not got cash for UAVs or you don't happen to have a UAV yet. Especially if you're like in the final couple of circles, having a bounty contract active in the final couple of circles is key to know where people are if you don't have UAVs. So also we've got another box in here. Pick up some sniper ammo there. Now obviously apart from that guy right at the start, it's been a bit of a boring round so far. We've not obviously really heard anyone nearby, seen anyone. I do like know people like to be in those blue buildings, so we're having a look there.
Enemy team is hunting you. Stay alert.
So now we're being tracked, so obviously you guys can't see because my webcam and stuff's in the way, but that roughly there is where it shows me. Pick up a black tie, real good K98 that. Can get some real good shots off that. So we're in a good position. We've got a few armor plates. There's another black tie. Full armor. Got a couple of armor spare. We've got a sniper rifle and we've got a decent assault rifle. And then obviously fire station right here. So there we go. Got ourselves a self revive, and then a UAV just so I know where people are straight off the bat. Now, if you look here, so there's not always people in blue, but considering it doesn't seem to be looted here, I'm thinking I'm fairly safe. Now again, as I was saying, you guys can't see the objective under my webcam, but that's telling me how close someone is. Now at this point, I remember it had gone up to a level 2 threat. So I knew they weren't right on top of me, but they were somewhere fairly close. So I knew that I still had time to loot as quickly as possible and hopefully find some better gear if I can. It's still the level 2 threat, so I'm not too worried at the moment. It's when it gets to level 3 that's when I want to get in a position where I can defend myself. So because it's still level 2, I'm still having a look around, trying to get as much gear as I can, so I'm ready for this fight when it does eventually come. So decided, since it's still level 2, they've not seemed to have pushed me yet. I'm going to go to the roof. Obviously there's no real way they can get to the roof, they can only come up the ladder that I just climbed. So as long as I don't get sniped or shot at from down below, then I should be fairly safe. So I'm having a look. Now at some point here I do notice that it goes up to a cheeky level 3 threat. It should be any minute now. So what I decided to do is pop that UAV so I know exactly where they are, because obviously they know where I am. So, and I immediately see him on the radar over there. So I'm wondering, right, where is he? He must be behind this fence somewhere. You can see him on the radar looking at me. I'm thinking, right, what are you doing? Why is he just sitting there? Obviously he wants me. He's been getting closer and closer. He's now up to level 3. And he's just over there behind us somewhere. So I've completed the mission and he's decided to run because he's failed the mission already. So I've got a tag there, got another tag, and at this point he's going to die to the gas. But I'm like, no, I want to kill you first. I probably should have switched to the AN-94 a lot sooner there, probably when I got the second sniper hit, because it would have only taken a couple of bullets to put him. But to be honest, the second K98 shot should have done him. The K98 is supposed to kill nearly every time if you hit them twice upper torso, so I can only assume I maybe hit him in the arm or lower torso with one of the shots. Because if you get upper torso or head, then it's supposed to kill in 1 or 2 shots. So at this point I'm thinking, right, in a good position, got a bit of cash again. Obviously my loadout's come in. I can see that there is another loadout next to it, so I know there is someone nearby. So I'm not going for mine straight away because I've just in case he's watching the loadouts. I don't want to die while I'm in a box, so I'm just taking my time, making sure, standing out in the open, try to bait any shots. No one does, so I think right, must be fairly safe. So I grab my loadout, and I still don't have ghost, but I've got my class, so I've got the guns that I like. So it's the Grow, a VLK, and K98, which is monolithic suppressor, and a scope which I've customized for myself and to my liking.
Gas is moving.
So we're just moving up. The gas is coming in, so using as much cover as possible. Obviously going down into this dip rather than run across the open and up the ridge. Making sure no one's coming from our right there. Going in between these walls. Again, sticking to where there's cover rather than going further right where it's open. And only a couple of trees. These walls would have provided hard cover. Making sure there's no one coming behind me. So obviously 9 times out of 10 you're going to have people running in with the gas like what I'm doing, so I'm just keeping an eye out for people doing that exact thing. There's, especially when you've got places like quarry and lumber. So I spot this guy over to my right. Unfortunately he gets downed. I'm trying to see him finish it. I just see him there as he's obviously trying to self-revive, so there we go. That's us up to we're up to 3 kills. So we're starting to claw it back from our death. Obviously, we've already used our gulag, so we do have to be careful because when we die, then that is us. So we're now on the edge of the circle. But again, as I was saying, I do want to make sure that no one's coming out of the quarry where I just was, or lumber. I can't remember which one that is. So I decided to go over to the crest hill to the edge and just watch for people and gatekeep, so to speak. So just gatekeeping,
Enemy UAV overhead.
keeping an eye out, see if anyone's going to stick and try and like play it safe and come in with the gas, making sure that there's no one at their back. So I'm not obviously seeing anyone, and the gas is coming in. It's about to overtake all these buildings. So if anyone is coming, then they need to be coming now, otherwise they will be in the gas and in quite a bit of trouble. But yeah, so it looks to be 100% clear. I'm just wanting to make sure, obviously someone could come out at any point with a gas mask still. Now obviously hearing that people are using UAVs near, so there is someone fairly near me who's popped a UAV.
Enemy UAV overhead.
And another one, so the chances are they're at a buy station somewhere, or it could be 2 different people popping it. So we are obviously seeing no one, so I'm just slowly doing what I said I was looking out for. Just going to work my way back to the circle with the gas behind me, so I know that I should be safe. No one should be behind me since I've gatekeeped it, made sure. And then obviously we're gonna stick around here, move to the buildings for a bit of cover so we're not open, and we're gonna wait for the gas to catch the circle and see where we're going next.
Gas is closing in.
So as you can see, when I do stand still, I'm never just standing still. I'm always strafing. That way, if I am looking somewhere and waiting to see what's happening in the game, I'm not just standing there for to make an easy shot from a sniper. They are gonna have to work for that kill. don't get me wrong, there is times where they'll still get the shot if they're good enough or lucky enough. Now I am sticking here because I know there's people always in this building, but I do want to use this buy station. So I'm thinking we'll use the buy station, get another UAV, so we've got that
recon at this location.
buy one straight away, so I know if there's anyone nearby, and got one spare. So as I says, you always want to be having either a UAV or a bounty contract, because it will give you insight to where people are constantly. So obviously I used the UAV, seen that this guy was over here, waited for him, out in the open, doesn't stand a chance. And that's, he's just got killed purely because I had the knowledge of using that UAV, and he had no idea that was going to be coming up behind him. So if you want to get lots of kills or try and get the wins, then UAVs and knowledge of where enemies are through bounties, etc., are going to help you do that. So obviously I just popped the other one that I had spare there because I just wanted to make sure that me going into this circle is 100% safe. So we're up to the 4 kills at this point, so fairly turning this match around already. Again, we're still in a good position. We've got self-revive, we've got 8 armor plates, full ammo for our guns. The only thing that I would say that we might want at this point would be the ghost pack, just so we don't show up on people's UAVs, etc. But it's not a necessity. So again, just sitting on the edge of the circle here, gonna gatekeep a little bit, see for people coming. As I said, people do like to sit on that big building that I passed, so I want to wait for anyone that might be there. Just have a look at train, make sure no one's there. Now I do see this guy shooting on the map. I'm thinking, right, okay, so I know that there's someone down there somewhere. Someone's also then called in the airstrike. I see this guy there. Unlucky, he's obviously just trying to get away for the fight, the guy that was killing him, and I'm able to just third party him. Just because someone obviously gave his position away. Now obviously I am aware that the person that was chasing him is probably down there somewhere as well, so I need to keep an eye out for them. And I'm also looking down because people like to be in those buildings. So there he is, I see him. So I'll take a couple of shots, miss, but I know I've got the advantage because the gas is right on his heels. So if I just keep the pressure on, missed a few shots there, but I just need to keep the pressure on him, and he's gonna have to run towards me. So he does fight back, unfortunately, and he's very accurate. I'm able to get into cover, use my self-revive. But again, he does have to move for the gas. I don't decide to pick up straight away. I want to get my health regened and some armor plates in. I know that I've got the advantage of great position with the gas. Full reload, I'm back in, ready for a fight. Here he comes. And he's not expecting it. So that there was textbook. Like, if you're downed, don't rush into the fight straight away if you don't need to. Retreat, get yourself in a better position. That essentially won me that fight. If I had ran out straight away, he would have been ready for me because he knew where I was previously, so he probably wouldn't be expecting me to jump out the same place and be weak from self-reviving, so I would have went down instantly. Whereas obviously I was able to retreat, get full health, armor back up, and come at him from a different angle while he was trying to make it into the circle. So again, obviously got some more cash, getting a new self-revive, and also another UAV.
Requesting recon.
So again, using one straight away, so I've got that knowledge straight away, and having one spare for when I need it. Now that's a tactic I do all the time. If I do have the cash, I will buy a self-revive if I need it, and then buy a UAV. If I've got enough for a second UAV, then I'll pop that first UAV straight away. That just gives me that knowledge straight away, and then I still got one spare for when I need it. There's no point in holding on to your cash, especially in solos, because it's not like you're going to get revived or a teammate can pick it up or anything. So if you've got cash there, you'd be as well spending it. So yeah, so I'm just on the edge of the circle here. Again, playing the edge, gatekeeping, waiting for people to come in. People like to sit in that police station, so I'm aware of that. I do believe the police station is in the circle though, so if anyone is down there, they're not really going to have to move. But just keep an eye out for anyone that could be moving up to it. That part, I did think I saw a guy, but it was just a part of the map. So I think at this point my nerves are getting the better of me. Obviously, we're getting down to that final 10 mark. So as you can see, that's what I'm saying. Obviously, even though I'm sitting in one spot technically, constantly moving, and then you had that sniper shot whiz past my ear. So obviously he shot at where I had just been, and it just missed, and that was because I was constantly moving. So he's taking another shot again. I'm not 100% too sure where he is, but now that he's hit me, I've got the hit marker. So I realise that he's on the tower. I missed that first shot. I missed that shot. This time I take my time
Gas is inbound.
and then get the headshot.
Friendly drop back headed your way.
So we've got our second loadout drop there. Obviously, I do kind of want that at this point because that way I can get ghost, and so if anyone does have a UAV for the final couple of circles, I'm not going to show up. And I've obviously got silence guns as well, so that's not going to make me show up. So that's going to keep me hidden for the final couple of circles straight away. The only way they'll know where I am is if they're close enough to hear the silent shots and pinpoint where I am. So I really do want this loadout. So this guy takes a shot, second shot, misses. I pinpoint where he is, and then sit down. So that was a little bit of a flick.
You've got gas moving in.
It was unlucky that he missed those two shots,
Only 10
unfortunately.
remain
But as you can tell as well, it wasn't a silenced gun, so he was also gave up his position. So silence guns is key. I would always take the monolithic suppressor because it's not only silences your shots, but also gives you that extra bullet velocity and range on your weapons. So if you are going to be putting silencers on your guns, make sure that you are taking that monolithic suppressor on every single one. So as you can see, I've now got my ghost. Now this grout on my ghost class doesn't have a VLK scope, and I realise this, but I'm hesitant to go back to pick up my other grout. But I don't like this multi-load weapon. I don't like the diamond iron sight crosshair at the back, so I'm thinking I do want to pick up my old grout again. So I just decided to risk it. I've not heard anyone pick up. There we go. So that's my original grout back, and I've still got ghost perk.
Gas is closing.
So at this point, there's obviously 5 left. There was some shooting ahead of me. Now I've got a bit of a good position here, obviously on the hill. So I can sit here with this rock at my back, and I'm not crawling over the crest of the hill. So the only really way I can be seen is people coming up behind me, which I don't think there is anyone, because obviously I killed that guy and I've been down there for a bit. So I seem to all be clear at the back. They should be in front of me. Again, even though I'm sitting still, I'm still constantly moving, not letting them get that easy headshot. You see a lot of people stand still for whatever reason, at a window or anything like that, and you just don't do it. So I do sit still here because I'm pretty sure I heard someone, and obviously with me moving inside the bush, it's making a lot of noise. So I'm thinking, right, I'm going to sit still just to make sure I never heard anything. Still listening. making sure no one's coming up from behind me. I'm almost 100% confident that no one's behind me now. That they are in front of me. It's just a question of where.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
So there's no rush. Obviously, got plenty of time. With this point of the gas, the circle is going to be moving fairly slowly, and I am on the slow side of it as well. Less travel time to the new circle. So no rush. Just come in with it. I've also got the gas mask if I need it.
Losing ground.
So I think that was someone just calling in an airstrike just on the off chance, hoping to maybe get a kill. So I'm having a look. I'm looking down here. I'm not seeing anyone whatsoever. Again, I've got natural cover here, so it's really nice. So I'm using this natural cover. So I hear the shots. See that guy die. I know that he's up the hill there somewhere. So I decide to go up, have a wee look, see if I can see him anywhere. And I see him just coming the crest of the hill. So that's him down. I do want to quickly rush, not give him a chance to self-revive. So now it's me and one other.
Gas is moving in. New safe
Where
zone
is
located.
it? And having a look, thinking where the hell is he? He must be down here somewhere. And then I'm like, it's all open, there's no trees, and then I see him. And unfortunate for him, that's it done. So as you can see, from what started as a disastrous round, dying straight away without even like getting a chance to do anything, fired a couple of bullets from our pistols, or pistol, completely turned it around to a 10 kill game and a win. And it's all about knowing how to play the circle, and obviously having that knowledge from the UAVs and the bounties. That is going to be the key to the victories, guys. But thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it's a bit different with the post commentary as opposed to live commentary. Let me know in the comments which you prefer, because if you do prefer this method, then I can do more of it in the future. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.